the co-op has launched a Palestinian beer. Tabay Brewing Co., a Palestinian microbrewery, has secured a national listing with the co-op for its new collaboration with Scottish B Corp Brewgooder. The move comes as the retailer ends trade with Israeli suppliers following a member-backed policy on ethical sourcing. Brewed in Scotland in partnership with Tabay's brewmaster Maddie's Cowrie, Sun and Stone references the Middle Eastern climate and landscape. Brewgooder has pledged to produce the beer at zero profit, with proceeds supporting Tabay's community and the Disasters Emergency Committee. See, this is why people should support co-ops, a member-led decision. Now, this is the second move from the co-op which shows their solidarity with Palestine. Back in June, co-op announced that they would ban Israeli products from their stores after a motion passed that called on the board to show moral courage and leadership by taking all Israeli products off the shelves. I can tell you that I will 100% be buying their beer. Aidan, I mean, first of all, do you drink beer, and would you pick up a pack for yourself?
Yeah, I'm a big beer fan. I mean, people might have seen I had a video go big where I had 6 pints and spoke about Brexit. So yeah, big fan of beer and will be picking up a pack. I'm very pro this kind of move of, it's almost like using the weapon of capitalism against them, so to speak, and saying like, yeah, we're gonna sell a beer. We're gonna grow this idea that you can be pro. This support of Palestine, and in its yeah, I think it's a phenomenal move. I'm going to be supporting. I'm going to be getting some beer.
Yeah, and the thing is, though, I don't even know what it's going to taste like, but I'm like, I'm buying some. I mean, to be fair, like when it comes to me, I drink beer. I'm one of those. Should I say beer snob? I don't know if I want to say snob, but I do like my ales, my IPAs and stuff. I'm not really bad. And I don't go to Brewdog because they suck, right? But I do tend to choose beer based on how it looks on the can because some of the artwork is fantastic. You know, I appreciate that not everyone in in our viewership drinks beer or drinks alcohol, but if you drink like these sorts of beers, yeah, I tend to choose if they've got really nice, colorful artwork, I'm like, oh, it's probably a good beer. So if I'm going to choose beer based on colors and artwork, I'm certainly going to choose beer in terms of solidarity with Palestine.
100%. I mean, I'm the same. I full hook, line, and sinker. Like if I'm in a pub and there's a beer with an IPA called like Old Man's Foot, I'm like, well, I'm obviously going to try that. And so I'm that easily convinced to try different IPAs and stuff. So I will 100% be open to trying this because like if there's a good reason and it's nice beer, I'm doubling down. That's fantastic.
Yeah, but I think this brings an important conversation about co-ops. Of course, this is kind of socialism in action. I know the co-op was not full-blown socialist enterprise, but this is what happens when you have a level of democracy within businesses that often not just moral decisions are made, but the correct decisions are made too. And of course, this is the second time co-op has made a good decision. There's many times they've actually done some pretty good decisions, but obviously they boycotted Israeli and 25 other nations, including Iran, and other countries that have terrible human rights abuses. Actually, when Nigel Farage wins power and we leave the ECHR, I mean, they probably have to ban all of our goods as well because our human rights have been stripped. But yeah, no, it's. I think it's good when you have a level of accountability and democratic participation, which yields good results.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Socialism.
Absolutely, yeah, it's socialism. It proves, sort of. Yeah, it kind of proves again. It's like that kind of idea of like. I think again, it's a perfect idea that hopefully more people learn about this idea of like democratizing the workplace, democratizing the places that you shop, democratizing the economy, because it's like we have democracy in our voting and the way we live our lives, supposedly, but people, I don't think, are even aware of the concept of being able to democratize every aspect of your life. And so hopefully little moves like this, little news grabbers like Co-op having a Palestinian beer through votership in their company, allowing it to happen, will inform people that this is an option. It can happen. It can work. Like I know for a fact, like where I work, I help run this company I'm at. It's very much it's a voting system. We decide what happens and what step we take. We're only a small company, but it's that kind of idea of you got to build it from the ground and have things in place that allow people to understand that there's something that can happen. It doesn't have to be this kind of top-down system. It's very easily controllable by us.
Yeah, and I believe it was Richard Wolff. It might have been Richard Wolff who says look, we say we love democracy. We vote every 5 years, at least for national politics, but we didn't extend democracy where we spend most of our lives, or waking lives, and that's work. And I think the idea is so alien to people because they're like, well,
Mm,
no, I'm supposed to be told what I need to wear, how much
yeah,
I'm paid, what I have to do. I'm supposed to be controlled in the work environment because we have
yeah,
democracy, because we vote for a political party every 5 years, even though that political party often sort of doesn't really change much. They tinker around the edges, but
yeah,
it's really the uni party. It's the same economic system. You're voting for Thatcher, whether it's red, blue, or now turquoise.
yeah,
Whereas true democracy is in the workplace. I mean, that's the beginnings of socialism. And anytime we speak about the co-op, I always love to go on a rant about socialism because this is why socialism is good for you. It's
yeah,
good for your heart and soul, and it's good for you when you want to choose your type of beer.
yeah,
Which,
exactly
as
that.
soon as it goes on sale, I would be picking up a pack.
Support independent media. Support social justice that's there on social media. Thank you. Turn left.